Hey, what's going on? ARK Survival Ascended just rolled out an update. The official notes point to a handful of practical fixes. First, mod pages should now back out properly when you press the controller back button. The virtual cursor should feel better on controller. PS5 players should stop getting that confusing message about not having enough space for mods after an update. Lost Colony outposts and the boss fight no longer run on a timer in single-player or non-dedicated sessions. And Spotlight shadows on the Lost Colony map have been trimmed for better console performance. Now, what makes this interesting is that this patch is landing right beside the larger April 1st content update, so there is a lot going on around it. That bigger release brought back Eggcellent Adventure and added fresh seasonal content, including the Flovis creature, new emotes like sunbathing and watering can, a whole pile of garden-themed cosmetics, and the Acrocanthosaurus joining the roster with spawns added across several maps. The official community post also lays out the event window, running from March 31st to April 14th, and confirms the event bonuses and the return of classic Easter-style activity across the ARK. And honestly, this is the part that feels fun because it is not just here's a creature and a skin, good luck. The event update leans into the whole gardening and spring vibe with cosmetic pieces like the garden pants, garden shirt, straw hat, weapon skins such as the trowel, hand rake, hand hoe, and rake, plus structure skins for storage, shelves, compost bins, fridges, vaults, benches, beds, and crop plots. The notes even tease Flovis seeds, which makes the event creature feel tied into the theme instead of being tossed in at random. It gives the update a stronger personality, and if you like collecting cosmetics or decorating your base, this is the kind of content that can keep you busy for a while. The bigger gameplay and bug fix list is where a lot of longtime players are probably going to feel the difference. The official notes say the update fixed a hitch when opening inventory with a bunch of cosmetics, another hitch when destroying structures attached to a huge chain of other structures, and a weird issue where cryopotting would reset the box of chocolates cooldown on dinos. It also cleaned up UI flicker, corrected item text placement in inventory, and made Grand Tortugar eggs usable in kibble recipes. On top of that, Rockwell got a few important tweaks. Reapers will not aggro on him anymore, and beating Rockwell now rewards a chibi. Lost Colony boss fight engrams are now in city loot crates, broken textures on the Lost Shirt and Lost Poncho were fixed, corrupted creatures no longer sometimes freeze during OSDs, and a server shutdown during transfer to a dedicated server no longer risks eating your items. That is a pretty strong list of quality of life changes for players who care about both combat and survival stability. There are also several fixes that sound very specific, but that is exactly why they matter. Unequipping tech boots should no longer leave you unable to climb certain inclines. Titanoboa and Arthropluera should stop doing surprise sky launches, and a couple of exploits were removed too. Those are the kind of bugs that do not always sound huge in a short patch summary, but in actual play they can become the difference between a session feeling smooth or feeling janky. So when you put this all together, the message of the update is pretty clear. The game is trying to feel cleaner on controller, safer on console, less annoying in Lost Colony, and a lot more polished around the event content that just arrived. If you are jumping back in, this patch is basically saying the game wants you spending more time playing and less time fighting the interface.